It's the end of day one of the PartyPoker Mosconi Cup, and Europe will take a 3-2 lead into the second day's play. I'm joined by both captains for Team Europe, Johan Ruijsink, and for Team USA, Mark Wilson. And Mark, your first Mosconi Cup. How have you found it on day one?
Well, you know, so thrilling to be here, and my guys stood in there. We expected a world-class performance from the opposition. They gave it to us. They didn't take us lightly, and they played better pool today.
Johan, you're the home team this year, and you really have the home crowd on your side, don't you?
Yeah, more or less. I couldn't even understand the questions. But anyway, yeah, they're great. There's more than 1,000 people cheering us on. So it's also, you know, it's a bit stressful, but you don't want to let them down. And so the players need to be really focused on the table, otherwise it will get to them. But that's kind of the same for the Americans, I guess.
USA went 2-1 up after 3 matches, and they still had Shane Van Boening to come in their final 2 matches. So how important was it for Europe to take those last 2 points?
Oh, massive. I thought John Smith played very well. And I think we are, you know, more or less even in the other matches. And then on 2-2, it was important to make 2-2 for Niels and Nichols because otherwise we would have played for the win. So they did, and then we had the big match, Shane against Darren. Oh, some good pool there, and I'm really glad we came out on top. We've never taken it lightly. We always tried to prepare well, but you know, it might still be a little bit in your mind that you miss the big names for the players. I tried to warn them, tried to warn everyone else. I mean, they have a very good coach now. They have young and enthusiastic players. They work with them for a year, so we knew we had to be prepared. And actually, it came a bit of a shock to be 2-1 down. But I'm glad that we could turn it around in the end.
And Mark, to go 2-1 up at that stage, you must have been feeling really great about it.
Well, no, we're prepared. We're nervous, but it's a good nervous. It's a type of nervous where we feel like we're solid and just want to get through the energy in this room. You could feel it, you know. And so, 3-2 down. It's not really what we had planned, but we're still very positive. So,
from 2-1 up to end the session 3-2, especially knowing at 2-1 up that you had Shane to come twice, is it a little bit disappointing not to take a lead to tomorrow?
Well, we had Shane stacked on the back end, figuring that we would for sure get one of those matches. And, you know, to Darren's credit, he played fantastic pool and didn't let Shane really establish himself in the match. So, hats off to Europe.
And a word on the 2 Justins who've come in as rookies for this year. How did you find their performances tonight?
You know, actually a little bit above average because they've never played on a stage this big, you know, so. But they're solid players and they're hard players, and now they kind of got their feet wet, and so they know what they're up against, and they knew coming in. And truthfully, I figured either one of them could be the MVP of the whole Mosconi Cup this year, kind of secretly. So,
well, it's not a secret anymore.
No.
I'll ask you both the same question. What will be the key for Team USA tomorrow?
Unforced errors. We cannot make unforced errors. Scratches on the break and make it solid kicks because the table's very slippery right now. So I think it's just going to be there.
And Johan, for Team USA, what's the most Team Europe rather? What's the most important factor for tomorrow?
Some free advice. No. I think we got to get the break in order and mentally be a little bit more cool. But I mean, it counts for them also because, like the first team match, you could see that they were a bit shaky, logical with all this crowd. But I think it's worn off now, and. So we just have the philosophy to be a little bit better every day. So we try to be a little bit better tomorrow, and I hope that we can make another 3-2 at least.
Johan, Mark, thank you very much. We're back from Blackpool Tower at 7 o'clock tomorrow, Sky Sports.